Everyone, my name is Frank Anders. Sorry we got some feedback on the other computer here. Okay, so what we're going to do tonight is, I see we got a small group. We didn't get the webinar promoted very good this time. So I want to do a couple things. I want to find out, first of all, if we go back to our Monday webinar for promotions for the IRC, I'm usually always able to get about 20 people here. But we need to do a lot more training. So the Wednesday is going to definitely stay. But now that we have this new website product and it just absolutely blew up, so if you can't tell, I'm kind of on my last leg. Both me and Alicia, who you're going to see sitting in this chair in a very short period of time, well, we're a little wiped out because it probably the highest converting offer that we ever did, which is something really exciting that I want to share with you. And the reason why I want to go into that is because I don't have any superpowers. I don't have any magical connections with great big internet marketers that sell all kinds of my stuff. And why is that important? Because I'm just an ordinary guy, and with a philosophy of providing tremendous value, like way more value than anybody else. You can overcome the sales barriers and you can produce a significant amount of sales. And now that you have this web vehicle to do it, you'll be able to repeat exactly what I did. And I'm going to show you the numbers, and they're exciting because you can go ahead and do the exact same thing and put the people, like especially resellers, put the people through the exact same funnel that you'll create on your own website and make a similar amount of money, right? It really is a numbers game. It's not complex. Do you have the air conditioner still? Okay, so all right. So if I have a bunch of brain dead moments, I'm just warning you in advance. It is very likely to happen, so I'm apologizing in advance. But so I call this "Earn More by Improving Your Web Presence." So why do you think I harp on that? Why do you think I think you can't earn if you don't have a web presence? Yeah, I don't even think that's up for argument. Everybody who makes any money online has their own web platform to, like the old days, right? You put a soapbox down and you stand up on it and you start sharing with the world whatever it is that you want to share with the world. Well, without your own soapbox, you're going to be missing one major ingredient. Anybody know what that is? The one thing that I think that is crucial for the entire sales and monetization process, and very, very few people talk about it or teach it. And I think if you're missing it, no matter how much you try to put these other strategies together, they just don't work at all, or they work far, far less. So any guesses as to what I'm talking about here? There's one thing. Okay. So Phil says branding, and that's what I'm talking about here. The word that I'm looking for is a byproduct of branding. So Phil's kind of right. You can't have it if you don't get up on your soapbox and say, "This is me," right? Like one of the things you're going to see me talk about a lot is called the rule of 7. Okay, so basically that states that if you can't get your prospect in front of your product, service, or opportunity a minimum of 7 times, it's hard to get any sales. All right. Even when I had a decent sized list and I used to mail, at the beginning, I thought I was doing something wrong. The first mailing, hardly anything. The second mailing, hardly anything. The third mailing, hardly anything. And then as my campaign closed at the end of the week, the numbers were always fairly decent. But every time it was the same. Even the people that knew me needed 4, 5, 6 opportunities for me to explain the same thing to them before they would make a purchase decision, right? So imagine this. You're with a good company and you're sending the traffic to that company. Okay, well, how do you get the traffic to go back? Well, maybe they got a capture page system. And then you got an automated responder thingy in the capture page system. But what's the word I'm looking for? It's a proven fact if you look at any of the other leaders, in any of the top opportunities online, they don't use them. Why is that? Because everybody else is using them. You cannot differentiate yourself from anybody else, and people join people, not the company. So did anybody think about the word that I'm looking for? We want to be able to have a platform so that we can capture the lead, right? There's lots of platforms that we can capture, but we brought them to our platform. Perhaps it says our name, or as Phil said, our brand. So we didn't waste the traffic sending it to your opportunity, sending it to a vendor's product, sending it anywhere, a CPA offer, any way that you can monetize that lead or that click is great. But that traffic's hard to come by. Okay? I don't care if you're paying for it, SEOing it, sharing it on social media. It takes a significant amount of work to get a decent amount of traffic. And if you're sending it all to somebody else, how do you guarantee that those people are going to come back? You don't really have any control of that. And if you can't get them back there 7 times, how are you going to make any money? So nobody talks about this concept. This is why, if you're doing everything that you've been told by somebody else who's making a lot of money and you're still not making money, this is why. You didn't get the same people in front of the same offer enough times. And if you're using somebody else's platform and not yours, you have no control over that. The good news is you're going to have control over that now. If there's anybody on this call that didn't pick up the $10 website option that we offered, we're going to give you one more chance, and we're closing it down at the end of this call. Probably midnight tonight or whatever. Okay, so if this is the first you're hearing about it, $10 gives you a custom-made website. Alicia's going to come and do some demos and answer some questions there in a little while. Okay, so I'm hopping back and forth. So let me slip to a blank state, and I'm going to try to, I wonder if I can type. Okay. Hang on. Show whiteboard, and then I can type it. All right. Wonderful. Okay, so the word I am looking for is authority. When you have a company page and you send somebody to a company page, big flipping deal. Okay, really, honestly and truly, everybody's got a company page. That says absolutely nothing about you or why they should join you. It's all about the company. And as we've talked about over and over, and I'm not the only one, I'm sure you've heard it 50 times before you ever heard it from me. People join people, not products or companies. They join people. And if you have no authority whatsoever, why do they want to join you? But now they come to your website. Same offer. Your website, your brand, instant authority. You know why? Because a nice professional looking website costs between $1,000 and $2,000. That's why. They don't even know you. It's a status thing. Boom. You put a $2,000 website online. You have authority over them. They don't know that you might have been only marketing for 3 days, right? That's the number one reason why you need one. Then you need to bring traffic to that place because it gives you that authority and you have total control over the process. You get them there first, you capture them, you send them to your opportunity over and over and over. By doing what? Providing value, giving them the cool answers to questions they really need the answers to. Partnering up with me and giving them a ton of free software, like high quality software, stuff that costs $200 you're going to take out of your pocket to buy it, and you're going to give it to them. That's going to give you that authority and develop a relationship. And then you'll be able to get them to open your emails and you'll be able to let them know what you're all about. And you'll get 7, 10, 20 opportunities to monetize every lead. Right now, we get a lead on Facebook, we talk to them, and it falls to the ground. Maybe we follow up with them 2 or 3 times, and then they dodge us after that, right? They don't want to talk with us no more. You know, if they go to a company site, company sites are very, very different than me or you. They're not personal at all. It's sell, 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 because the company doesn't care about developing a relationship because their entire army of affiliates brought 50,000 people to their web page every month. And they just want to crank out the sales, crank out the sales. They don't care if people unsubscribe. They don't care if they burn your lead out. They don't, because their objective is different than yours. With your own web presence, you get authority. You get a nice, relaxed environment to develop those relationships, make them deeper, and get them to see the benefits of whatever product, service, or opportunity you're selling. Yeah, Dale's got an excellent point. Media. I was listening to a big time marketer. Oh my God, Brunson. Like I said, I'm brain dead today. Anyways. Richard. No. Anyways. Russell. Sorry?
Dale says Russell.
Russell Brunson, yes. So what he was saying is, like, he takes it a step further, right? He starts a podcast, he starts whatever. So when he's trying to get another big marketer to be in touch with him, he says, come on my podcast, right? Well, when you have a vehicle, you have a show, like if you got enough guts to do a show, a video show, a podcast, or whatever, people that would not give you the time of day will say, sure. You know how many times somebody invited me to their show and we had an audience of 0? I mean, I didn't really know them. They had a show, so I went and did it. And at the time, you know, I mean, any practice is good practice, right? You know, and then I've been on other places where the captive audience that I was talking to, I have no idea, hundreds of people at one time. You know, but when somebody says, can you come on my webinar? Can you come on my show? Can you, you know, because you have what? A web platform. You have the ability to do all of those things. The platform that we gave you has the ability to do anything that you want online. You know, the only limitation you have is if you became really, really successful, we'd have to move you to a different server. That's all, you know. And that's fantastic. So, all right. So we need to do a couple other things with our site, right? I want to talk about authority first, just because I think without authority, The entire sales process is very difficult. Once you have authority, it's very simple. So the very first thing that we all need, right, are leads. No sales, no leads, no sales, no exception. But again, when you get a lead, for the longest time in business, I developed software that generated me hundreds of leads a day. And what that meant is I was just driving traffic, getting clicks, right? I could post on Facebook, I could blast stuff out on Skype and email and all that stuff, and I would get hundreds of clicks a day to a site, and that was enough to generate me a decent amount of money. But I wasn't really generating any leads, right? Because that principle that I was talking to before, the rule of 7, I missed out on, I have no idea how much sales I missed out on. The major majority of all the money that I could have made over all these years, I missed out on. Because I was doing the one and done thing. One and done, one and done. Sometimes somebody would like the product so much they would save the link and they might come back several times and buy. But we know in reality that's not how it works, right? Shiny object syndrome. People are busy. They're right in the middle engaging with you. The baby cries. The friend pops in. They forget what site they were on. I mean, there's so many reasons why you're so easy to forget online. It has nothing to do with you. But if you don't have your own brand and you didn't capture them when they come there, they land on your site. And you have the ability to put exit pop-ups and slide-in pop-ups and banners on the side. You've got the ability to put stuff for sale, stuff for free all over the place. So that when you get 100 visitors, you're going to shoot for a number like 60 of those visitors are going to opt in. Well, right now when we're playing the one and done, we're batting somewhere 1 out of 10 we can repeat visit. And very, very, very rare would we get that one person to come back 5 or 6 times to buy. But now that's not the way you're going to do things anymore. It is far more important to get the lead than the sale. I learned that the hard way over and over and over and over. Okay? So when we got to get leads, then we need a system, right? You could actually put the system first because, for example, how we deal with it in the Instant Reseller Club, the system is using the power of free. That's the first part of the system, right? And I know a couple of you have never heard me talk before, and because we sold a whack of websites this week, this webinar is a little bit different. This one's usually about the Instant Reseller Club and how we generate leads how we generate leads daily and money daily by giving away free stuff. So we start with a system. And before we had the website, and that's the reason why I made this product. Like, I mean, I certainly didn't want to be in the web business, right? It's a lot of work, but I owed it to you guys because I'm telling you that if you follow me, you're going to be successful. And the website was the biggest missing piece. You can't really do it without your own website. So now you still got the Instant Reseller Club and all those $348 worth of freebies. Except now you're going to drive the traffic to your site. Once you have the person, then you'll send them to the Instant Reseller Club to get signed up, be part of the system so that you can get paid and so that I can deliver them the freebies, right? You'll be able to get inside the club. You'll be able to get involved with a lot of premium freebies on your own where you can generate leads and point them in whatever direction you want. I think the Instant Reseller Club is an excellent direction to point them in. But it's your business to do what you want with it. I'm very, very different than everybody else because nobody else is going to tell you that. They're always going to say, join me, join me, join me. Well, it's great when you join me. But it's also great when you do exactly what you want to do with your own business, right? We have lots of resellers. That's all they want to do. They want to build their business on their website, and they don't want to funnel the traffic anywhere else. Fantastic. We can help you do that too. So whether you want to partner with me to generate some revenue where we work together, whether you want to purchase the inventory from me so that you can really get some high quality products, without breaking the bank, then we can do that too. And now that we got this web system in place, we're going to have a weekly webinar where I'm going to show you exactly what I do. Exactly what I do. Okay? So we got a system. We're going to generate some leads. And then I'm a big believer that we all need products. And I don't mean our primary opportunity. Okay, so why do we have products? Again, I'm going to say this till I'm blue in the face. All top earners have their own products. They all have their own website. They all have their own products. Why is that? Because 100% is better than any other percentage. Okay? That's why. They drive traffic to their site, and they build what when they have their own products? When they're the ones getting all the money, they either A, brand it to themselves so they get authority, or they get all the cash. And when you're in a business where you can get 100%, even when you only make a couple sales, all of a sudden you got $200-300 a month coming in before that wasn't coming in before. And if you're in a like, let's say you're in a really solid network marketing opportunity or something like that, everybody's forgot about the 3 to 5 year plan, right? Or the 2 to 5 year plan they call it. Everybody's on the $16,000 a second drop from the sky plan. Okay, that kind of horseshit nonsense that doesn't exist. Any business online is a 2 to 5 year plan. Most businesses offline businesses, are broke for 5 years. These are the ones generating all kinds of money. They still don't generate any kind of profit. So we have to realize that the work that we put in today is going to catapult us, right? Like, again, like the people who've heard me talk on these webinars for weeks now know that I went flat broke, had to go groveling back to my parents for a place to live. I mean, that is a life-changing situation. And I am 4 years later, I'm living in Belize, okay? On Saturday, I got to go with Alicia. We got to climb up to, several hundred feet in the air on top of a mountain on a big Mayan temple and check out the tremendous view, scare the shit out of me a little bit because it was pretty high, right? No railings. But what a moment. A simple thing that cost us, I think, the equivalent of $10 to go there for the afternoon. So we're not talking about big money to have those kind of experiences. I mean, I was in a place of real history, having a ball, because this lifestyle let me do it. That hard work I put in for a couple of years where I struggled to kill, all of a sudden, I still have to work hard. I just make a lot more money now, right? I get to do what I want when I want, right? For as long as I want to do it. And that was my whole goal when I set out there. But this 2 to 5 year plan, right? 2 to 5 years. If you got this good opportunity and you're focused on the 2 to 5 year plan, and with your own products, you can generate easily, because we're not talking about lots of sales. We're not talking about a separate effort that really distracts you from working your primary opportunity. But $200 or $300 a month can totally eliminate the cost of your primary opportunity. Because I know some of the good ones. You got your auto ship or whatever it is. You got a little bit of marketing costs, and whatever you're going to buy on a monthly basis to stay in the game there can easily be $200, $300 a month. And the good ones pay really good when you work, when you stick with the leaders, and when you go at it for 2 to 5 years. Okay. What next? Okay, so we're going to go for another. I want to share one more concept with you because I want to show you this because I really want you to come out of it believing that you can do exactly what I did. Because I'm going to show you exactly what I did, and there's no reason why anybody can't repeat it. Can you? I'm just trying to think of how to click on the links in the funnel so I can show the pages. All right, so just give me 1 second here.
You're looking for all the links?
Yeah, I just want to open them up here. Well, maybe if you can just help me for a second, you might know what they are. Like, what would I put here?
Just delete that?
Okay, I got it.
OTOs.
Sorry, I'm going to be with you there. It's just going to take me another. So I'm probably. No, that's not going to. Okay. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay.
The other one should be SEO.
I know you're excited. I know I'm excited. Okay. Is it this?
Yes.
No.
Okay, put a hyphen and sign up.
Maybe sign up first.
Hosting hyphen sign up. InstantReseller.com.
Oh, how did I get? Okay. That was the problem. Sorry, everyone. Okay. Congrats. All right. I just got to close some of this stuff here. Okay. Just going to do a screen share. That's going to take me another minute or two, and then we'll be ready to go. And then I'm going to give over the floor to Alicia. She's the one who really does all the hard work around here and makes everything go. Okay. Now, most of you will recognize this. Now, why I'm just going to take you through this really quickly is because this was built with the system that we sold. Okay? The system that you paid $10 for, this was built with this system. Meaning that when we make pages, we can clone templates, we can install them on your site, we can do all kinds of stuff. Or it's so simple, like this was not difficult to do, okay? And you're going to understand that a little bit when you go through it. So now the reason why I'm going to show you this is why I'm going to show you some mind-blowing statistics. And the reason why they're mind-blowing is because this is a minimum $600 to $2,000 offer for $10. Okay? Then there's a hosting plan. This is cloud hosting. Can't get cloud hosting for $9.95 a month. You definitely can't get it for $3.65 a month. Okay? So again, provide value way, way above and beyond what everybody else is trying to gouge you from. I'm not a great salesperson, so I go in the other direction. I provide the greatest amount of value that I can. So the next one was Article Buddy. Okay, it's $37. I asked for $7. It's $37. If somebody wanted it, it was $7. And then we asked, this was Seamless SEO, $37. We said, if you want that, that'd be great for your website, $7. Like, it's a no-brainer, right? Some people, they don't want it, or I know when I started, if I was super broke, I just couldn't do it. But I aim it at the person that if they want it and they can have it, they won't say no. And I'm going to show you the statistics in a minute, okay? And then the last one was Seamless Security, $197. We sold it for $17. So why am I telling you all this? Well, because the funnel started with $10. But if somebody bought for $10, they had to buy the hosting, right? So that's a minimum of $20 coming in at the beginning of the sale. And then if they like the rest of the stuff, it was $51 or something. But there's most of the people that I email or most of the people I get leads, they don't know me. They don't trust me. They have no idea who I am, right? They never heard me talk before. They've never done business. They haven't had one-on-one Skype calls with me, right? I have really, really close relationships with most of my clients, and I keep them for a long period of time because that's the kind of guy I am. But if you don't know me, I don't want to try to convince you of anything. I just blow you away with this. Now, why am I telling you that? Well, because with the Instant Reseller Club, you can get the same products to do the exact same thing that I just did. Every one of these products is available to you to purchase the reseller rights to, right? The people who purchased the reseller rights, when they bought this funnel, they got the reseller rights to Article Buddy for $7, okay? Because they were resellers. They were already reseller members of the Instant Reseller Club. They got instant resale rights to Seamless SEO for $7. Seamless Security, a $197 product. They got instant resale rights for $17. Was it hard to convince people to buy that? No, I didn't. I look at these. All I did was I put a little video saying, you know, hey, this is supposed to be $197, but I'm going to hook you up and give it to you for $17. That's all I said. No fancy copywriting, no tricks, no ninja, nothing. And then I took a snippet of the actual site, and Alicia just pasted the actual site underneath and showed you the real price, and you click to order. Now, why am I showing you this? So I want to go into okay, I'm going to try to make this as big as I can here. All right. Why I want to show you this is the top selling product of all time on JVZoo. Sold 67,500. And the reason it sold that is it had a mind-blowing 13.72% conversion rate. Okay? The conversion rate meant that 13.72% of the people that clicked on that link bought that product. That's why it made 67,000 sales. Okay? They also have another number here. It's called EPC, and it's called earnings per click. And why that's important is if you ever want to buy clicks. Like if you know a place to get clicks from a reputable solo ad vendor that will send you decent buyer traffic, and they want $1.50 a click. If you're selling a product like this and you see that the EPC is $2.67, you can pay $1.50 a click and hopefully come out ahead, right? We're not going to get into that, but I just want to explain what it was. What we are concentrating on here is the conversion rate. Okay? This is ridiculously high for a conversion rate. Ridiculously high. 13.72%. This is the best selling product ever on JVZoo. Now, if I go down to, this is the third best selling product, 10%. The fourth best selling product, 8%. Okay, then they always have the sales funnel of their upsells, right? 7.3% conversion rate on, if 20,000 people bought it, and out of those 20,000 people, 7% more bought the upsells, right? So you're getting an idea of what these numbers really, really are. This is the fifth best-selling product of all time on JVZoo. The conversion rate was 4.03%. So if you sell something online, why am I telling you all this? If you sell something online, do not expect a conversion rate over 3%. If your product is good, your price is excellent, and your marketing is good, you may get % conversion rate. I'm telling you so that you know what the hell you're dealing with before you try to sell anything. You want to sell somebody into your network marketing opportunity, you want to sell a piece of software, you better get 100 leads before you can expect 3 sales. And if you don't know what you're doing, you better get 500 or 600 leads to get that 3, 4, 5, 6 sales. That's the reality. Nobody wants to share that with you, right? They figure they'll scare you away and you won't even start. I mean, the good news is I can show you how to get 100 leads in a day. If you're going to put the time in, I can show anybody how to copy and paste their way to 20, 30, 40, 50 leads a day. If you're going to put more time, 100 is definitely reachable. This is without paying for leads. If you want to pay for leads, get you 1,500 a day if you want to pay, right? Now, 4-point Explained Video Creator, okay? This is one of the best-selling products on JVZoo, 4.3%. Business in a Box monthly, 8.6%. Now we're going to get down to where almost all of them. Like you see this strange number, 63% here. That's just because it's a monthly membership, so it skews the numbers, makes them weird. Okay, Landing Page Monkey is 6th on the list, 3.9%. This is a world-class product, converted at 3.9%. Their funnel of their upsells converted at 4%, meaning 4% of these 11,000 people bought the upsells. Now, the reason why I want to show you all that was sorry, I got to go back to this. Am I still sharing? I can't tell what's going on. Can you? Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you can see. I was having a conversation with somebody who knows me really well, and not to toot my own horn, but I don't say things that are bullshit. I'm one of these guys, you have to be careful when you ask me my opinion, because if you don't really want it, don't ask me. Okay, because I'm going to tell you exactly what I think. I have a world-class bullshit meter, and I'm very low on the bullshit myself. Okay? Now, why I'm explaining that is when I was showing this to somebody, they didn't believe me. So 4 days ago, I started sending out some emails to my list. The front-end offer converted at 28.9%. Why? Because I'm a genius marketer? No, because I gave you $600 plus worth of stuff for $10. There's no secret there. 28.9%, that's crushing it. The biggest professional marketers out there do not get sales conversions of almost 30%. It's unheard of. If you tell somebody this, that you were on the webinar and Frank got 28% conversion rate, they're going to say to you, he was bullshitting you. Okay? Well, I'm telling you, I'm not. 28% of the people that clicked my link over the last 4 days bought. Here's the mind-blowing part. Out of all of the buyers, okay, 96% of them bought Article Buddy, 79% bought Seamless SEO, and 84% of those bought Seamless Security. This conversion rate on the upsells, you've seen it on JZoo. If you had the one at 8%, the other one was 7%. It went down a little bit, right? My conversion rate tripled, almost quadrupled on Article Buddy. Almost 100% of the people that bought a website bought Article Buddy. And many of you are on the call, so you know I'm telling you the truth. Why? Because I did such a great job explaining Article Buddy? No, it was $7. It was $7. Everybody gets a little bit of traffic, and they say, let's squeeze them for every dime they got. I say, let's get a little bit of traffic and make as much money with that little bit of traffic as we can by giving as much value. Okay? The average, my EPC was a crushing $5.83. Guess who's doing Facebook ads next week? I've never, ever, ever done any kind of advertising ever. I've always done the free lead generation, and I'm continuing to do it. But with this kind of a funnel, it's time to flip the switch, turn on the faucet, just drive clicks to it. If I can get a 30% conversion rate by sending it to thousands of people, these are numbers, folks, that don't lie. I should be able to reproduce it over and over again. Again, so why did I share this? Well, I'm not here to toot my own horn. I'm not telling you, yay for me, I made a bunch of money this weekend. No, I'm telling you that this same offer could be live on your website. Are you a reseller? If you're not, you should consider it. Because you can sell the exact same product. You can sell the front end for whatever you want. Now, I'm probably in a little while, because it converts so high, I'm probably going to up this to $97 because it's a lot of work to do all the support and stuff like that. We kept it low because we wanted you guys to have it. Now that I know that it works so well, we're going to up the money a little bit. I'm going to spend a little bit on advertising. But if you guys, because you're going to get to keep all the money, if you're a reseller, you get to resell it. Okay? So you want to resell something that's going to get you 29% conversion rate? You bring in 100 people and 30 people buy? So buy $100 worth of advertising at $1 a click and bring in $300, even if it didn't work that way. Even if the conversions dropped to 10%, you're instantly, you brought in 100 people, you made 10 sales, but you know what you did? You made 10 buyers on your list. You want 50 freebies people, well, I got way more freebie people than I have buyers. But when you have a buyer, now I get the opportunity to have a relationship. There's some people on the call never heard me talk before. You're here checking out this guy who's half brain dead because he's exhausted, talking about some real ways to make money that anybody can do. What does it take to own Article Buddy? Buy it. Like, you don't have to make it. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to do no product research, right? If you bought these products already and you upgrade to the reseller club, everything that you bought from me upgrades to a reseller. I don't care if you paid $27 for it or $7 for it, right? You're partnering with me either on the resale end of things by buying inventory with me, or on the revenue end for anything that's sold inside the club. And you can watch last Monday's webinar if you haven't seen it before. It'll explain it all to you. But this, to make this happen, took 4 pages. Okay, this was the sales page. Then there was the hosting page. Then there was these 3 upsells and the thank you page. 6 pages. And these pages were simple. Copied the images of the existing sales page because I have the resale rights to it, right? I either have white label, agency, or resale rights to all the stuff that I can extend to you. So I hope your brain is on fire, because all over the place, whether it's from me, and sometimes you can even get them from other people, although I do this full time. I shop online full time. I buy anything that's any good at $400 to $1,100 per product sometime, so that you can have inventory to do this kind of stuff. If I run a funnel and it makes like this, and you guys want to do the same thing, then you say, well, Frank, if you're going to be selling, how am I going to sell? Well, did you see the Video FX? 67,000 people bought that product. There's lots of room for all of us out here. It's an estimated 300 million people in our niche, and about 30,000 new ones coming in every month. There's lots of room here. I'll develop a funnel. You just sell it the same way I'm selling it. Introduce it to people, put them through the funnel. Okay? The average person, the average person that went through the funnel, whatever, $50-some. So a lot of people not everybody bought it, right? And not everybody bought everything in it. But if you're getting an earnings per click, this is a very, very important number, because an EPC over 2 is really, really rare. Most earnings per click are in that 40-cent range, 60-cent range. Very, very hard to go and buy traffic and make any money. But when you get almost $6 per click, that you could be almost brain dead and say, sure, okay, I'll throw $200 at this, and you'll get your money back, at least, even if you've done it ass backwards. And you'll have some buyers on your list, and you'll get all the money you just spent back, and you can spend it again and do it again. Right? So now I'm going to be trying a bunch of these things. My job is to put them together, to throw out the crappy ones. And you're going to see me put some of these funnels together, and I'm going to show you these numbers again, and some of them are going to suck horribly, because not everything's a winner. This just happened to be the best thing that I've ever done. I got all kinds of little funnels, and they've all made me a little bit of money. Nothing like this. An estimated 900,000 websites go live every day. Think there's a little bit of a market for you, me, and everybody else who wants to get involved in this? There's a big, giant market, almost 1 million websites a day worldwide. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, so like I said, a little bit, I'm going to take a pause. My brain is a little numb today, so I hope I'm making sense. Now, for her webinar debut, I'm going to get my chubby self out of this chair, and Alicia is going to come and sit down. I'm going to do my best to moderate from her computer, and I'm going to help her get the screen share going here again. And I'm going to get rid of, should I bring up a site here first before you're ready? Okay. Which one am I bringing up?
Yeah.
This one? Okay. Okay, this is, if you ever want to, this is your tab to see this. And then this is, okay, so I'm going to go back to the screen share for her. So now what we're going to do is we're going to handle some of the questions that you have for those of you that have a site. And if you're on the call and you don't have one, watch along as she shows you some stuff. And if you've got any questions about what you're seeing, by all means, ask the question. Okay? It's not happening, eh? Try it again. Okay, it just took a little bit to click in. All right. So, I'm going to go take a break on the couch and watch from the bleachers. And for those who don't know already, Alicia is my partner. We first met marketing online. I was from Canada. She was from India. And we got involved in this opportunity, and about 6 months later was bought out by another company, and a little bit of time went by, lost track of each other. And then when I started selling software instead, we just happened to bump into each other one day on Facebook, and she started working with me, and then she invested in this company, and so we worked together for a couple of years, and now we live together in Belize. How cool is that? So here is Alicia.
Where's the webinar here?
There you are, yeah.
Okay. Hi everybody, and as you can see, I'm all dressed in red, coincidentally. So what I want to know is, like, I saw many questions on Facebook that people who already have a website, so you're asking questions about how do I do this, how do I do that. So if you have any specific questions, I will be putting more training in the training area, but if there's anything that I can help you with right now, I'm ready to take questions. So time for you to shoot the questions.
Okay, so Phil's got one for you.
Who will be handling technical support for the Done For You websites? Are you talking about the reseller?
No, you're talking about the website itself.
Okay, I will be doing that. So there's another girl who helps me, like she works with us. So 2 of us will be doing that. Is that the answer you're looking for?
Okay. Adrian, you got a question about theme building, but what specifically is your question? Okay, Dale's got a question for you.
Okay, Dale, so Thrive pop-up is something I did not show. Like we didn't even put any Thrive pop-ups on this website, but I'm sure there are already trainings. When you go to the advanced training here, you have all kinds of training here. You can go here. Text formatting, core elements, landing pages. Okay. Anyway, I believe it's somewhere here, but anyway, when I can make a special video for you just to show you how to make a pop-up and add your.
Ask him if he missed this, if he got the step about which page to tell it to go work on.
Which page?
You know, it's the last step, and if he doesn't tell it which page that the pop-up will show on, it won't show the pop-up.
I don't think that's the question. There are no videos right now. So okay, that's something I'll just put on my sheet if how to make pop-ups. Any other questions?
Okay, hang on, Adrian's. We do have 3 questions. I'm just loading them one at a time so you can see them.
Okay. Okay, you want to replace Jake's review. Okay, that's already here. And if you go to your tutorials, you have to sign into like these are my trainings and this is Thrive training. So of course you have to sign in.
Hi and welcome, new instant reseller.
So I'll click here. It says sign in first. Okay. So I click here. These are the tutorials and
Louder.
Okay, where I say how to edit your sidebar, I show you exactly how to change it. But if you want to click demo, you'll go to dashboard.
Okay, he said okay, he hasn't seen that one.
Okay, so if you haven't seen any tutorials, then please watch the tutorials first before you bring in.
Okay, so can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Just show them how easy it is to change the color.
Yeah. It's still loading. Okay, you see Thrive Author widget. Here it is. So it says custom image, and this is where you would add your picture. This is where you would write a few words about yourself. And then this is the link I've already shown you in the training for editing the widget. This is where you can drive them, you can direct them to the About Me page from here. So this picture is here somewhere. So when you go to media, you look for, where's Jake?
Louder.
So you're looking for this guy. I don't know who he is, but I put his picture there. Okay, anyway, so what you do is you go to add new and you add a picture.
Just like you would on Facebook or anything else.
It's very slow.
Wow, is it ever slow?
So it says upload new media, select file, drag and drop from your folder, your computer, go to your pictures.
Up at the top.
That's it, I put this.
Up at the top, blog photos or whatever.
That's it.
What do you know?
No?
What? Go to blog Says should see blog pics or something there.
No, there's no blog pics.
Okay, well there is. What are you looking for?
A profile picture. Okay, so let's see. I want this picture. It's uploading. It says uploading.
Yeah, it's super slow, guys. Sorry.
And then you go to go back to your library. This is your picture, so you go to edit.
The joys of Belize internet.
So this is the link to your picture. And where are we? Okay, so we were in the widget section.
Talk about every step you're doing. Why are you going into the widgets?
I already went into the widget. This is the widget section has your what you see
On the
on
sidebar,
your
right?
sidebar. This, we're trying to edit this.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So Thrive Author widget, where it is. I paste the picture. I can also click on upload, and it will take me to my media here. And that's it. So I'm gonna.
Now, why didn't you just do upload from there?
Because I did, and then
Okay.
we were looking for a picture.
Yeah, you could have just uploaded a picture
Yeah,
right from there, just like you would have on Facebook, right?
Yeah, you could upload, look for the picture. Let's do it this way. That's the way it is, and then you save it, and it should change hopefully. See, that's fine. And then if you want to write something here,
Okay. I'm just holding your other questions one at a time, guys, so we are going to get to you.
so you see everything changed here, and this link, read more, goes to your About Me page. So if you want to create About Me page here, it's already created. You just have to replace, I mean, it's already there, the link is already there. You just have to edit all these pages here. You just have to write your stuff, put your product, everything's really done for you. Okay, more questions?
Okay, so I'm gonna take these next two from Phil. So Phil first asks, will we be allowed to add WordPress plugins beyond those that come for the Done For You site? The answer is, this is your site. So if you want to load it up with every WordPress plugin known to man, go ahead. I don't recommend it, because the strength of WordPress is there are so many cool add-ons for it. The weakness is most of the developers do not develop for them very good. So you can put a plugin that you think is going to be cool, and all of a sudden your site's not functioning very good because the plugin's not designed very good. The Thrive system has almost everything that you're ever going to need. And we suggested a couple other plugins that I know that have always run good with other websites. And in the future, we'll suggest some more. Now, what I do mainly is I find all the stuff that a website needs. If I can find it web-based, I always get it web-based, because then you have a nice, stable website, and you have a couple extra add-ons where you develop something through this website. You log into your dashboard, you create one of these things, and then you stick a little piece of HTML code which can't corrupt your site because it's just a little piece of code. That's how I get a lot of different functionalities on my site. So I use a couple plugins, but anyways, here, what you do is you make sure, because you have a plugin on your site to do it, you make sure that before you add any other plugins, you back up your site. Okay, well, we'll make sure to show you how to do that. And then if something wonky happens after, then you restore it to before you put that plugin on, and then you don't use it. So then Phil has one more question here.
Okay.
Where is it? If you have a site hosted elsewhere and you want to bring it over and have us install the Thrive system in it, then absolutely you can do that. When we're going to work with your site, we absolutely insist on hosting. We cannot learn the dashboards for 1,000 different hosting companies and have all the problems and have to deal with their support and all of that stuff. So we do it all on one platform. Plus, we're going to give you a faster hosting and a very, very decent price. So you're certainly welcome to bring your own site over to us, and then we'll upload the Thrive system, which is $240 a year all by itself. Okay, next. Okay, so
When you click on read for review, it goes to the new page, but the presentation is for the Thrive website, not for the particular product that I was interested in. Read for review. Oh, this one? Okay. So, there are two templates. One is template 2 and template 1. So you are supposed to be writing a review about the product that you're going to be talking about. If you want to change the link, it's super simple. You go to Edit with Thrive.
How about you open up the content builder and just show them?
Yeah. So here is
Close it up again. So now you're going to the link and you're hovering over top of the link and you're clicking on the link, and now it brings up the dashboard that you see. And then she goes over to link settings there. You can make it say something different. You can see where the words are, and then you can see where the link is. This system, after you watch a couple videos, is so simple to use, right? She just has it populated with whatever she did to make it work. But you just go through and you change and swap anything in here.
So here are the pages. There's template 1 that looks like this. That's the link for template 1, but of course you're going to name it something else depending on what product it is. You can edit it completely just by clicking the edit button here. Change it, delete it, whatever you want to do. And then this is another template. That's template 2. So again, this is fully customizable. You can do anything here. You can talk about benefits, and you can do your rating, the good stuff, bad stuff. The difference between these two templates is that template number 2 is less words. 1, 2, 3, 4 benefits, conclusion, rating.
Okay, I'm going to stop you for a second.
And video.
Could you please put on the content builder on the side? So when you're going to do when you're showing them a section, just this is the view I think they need to see. So when you go into one of those sections, just any element and just show them. Every one is the same. Hover over it, click it, and you can edit it.
Okay, so let's say you're writing a review about, let's say, Article Buddy, and here you would click, you write your name here. You can put the date when you're reviewing it, the time. You can change that. Then you want to bring your social icons here. This mostly, I think, looks more like an image. I think. Yeah, so here you can change Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. It's just share buttons.
Yeah,
what it
wait.
does is,
Too fast.
okay, what happens is when somebody clicks on Facebook, you can share, like maybe I can show you.
But click on it again. Click on it. Now go into where you were. My point is, you see, you can do Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. You see, it tells you where to put the information. You want it in there, put the information. You can also add Pinterest. You can also add these others. And if you do, there'll be other tabs, and then you'll be able to put the information that it wants so that if somebody clicks on it, it's going to perform the action that it's supposed to perform. But every element's different. And when you click on the element, it's going to give you all of the dashboard that's, I guess, relevant, right, for that element.
Yeah, so this has to be connected to a Facebook app. Basically, this is for sharing. Like if you want people to share, you would fill in that information. And if you want to write something about check out my this page or something, and it lets you tweet directly from here. This is for your customers so that when they like this page, they are going to share it for you. That's for them. But just like here, there are icons here to, if they want to join you on Facebook, then you can look up here, social share buttons.
See, this is a good example how you can get involved in this feature, and you can use it a little bit, or you can spend an hour to learn all the things. But all the trainings are there, and you can go on Thrive and learn about these elements in detail. We're just showing you how easy it was to bring a different one. Could scroll down just a little bit here. So for example, this is how most of Thrive works, right? You see you've got the numbers there. I mean, let's say you didn't want numbers. Let's say you wanted a different kind of image. Well, you can just click on that number and it lets you change the image, just like uploading a new image to Facebook. You click on change image, you pick your different image. Yeah, just pick anything. And you see the image has changed. You want to change the title, you do the same thing. Scroll down. The whole template is, if you want it to, it's not a 4 out of 5, it's a 3.5 out of 5, where you go and you change that. And then you got what you want. So Vicki says, on the About Me page, on the front page, it tells us to write about us, but it says to do it on the front. How can I fix this?
To do it on the front. Okay, so let's go to the About page. I'm going to make it editable here. So just like any other page, all the sidebar comes in. If you don't want the sidebar, you can completely delete this thing from here. And this image is, again, editable. You can put in a picture.
Okay. Show them what it looks like without the sidebar. And then just refresh the page. Click.
I might lose everything.
Well, if you refresh the page without saving it, you won't. No?
I'll have to save it.
Why did you save it like that?
Okay, so without the sidebar, this is how it looks. And you can, now because there's too much space here, you can also go into the column layout. You can use half and half, or, okay, sorry, not half and half, because there's so much space here. The space is here because we put the sidebars, and this whole thing is in a big box, this big column, which is a 2 by 3 and 1 by 3, this one. So what we can do is we can bring it out completely. You see it's hovering and it shows the whole portion as green. We can bring the video out, the image out. So now we got rid of the side section. So you can play around as long as
So what you did is you dropped in a section with only one column,
Yes.
and then you took the section from another column and you just brought it. You brought it into that new box and it resized instantly.
Yes, so there are different types of columns. If there is no column, like right now there is no column, it's just an independent element. So there is no column here, which means it's full size. But if I bring in a half and half column here, and I don't want text here, and let's say I bring it in here, you see, and I can bring back my sidebar. I think I saved my sidebar in these templates. Here it is. So now it's more like a big sidebar, and your content is on the left side. But what it was actually, it was a 2x3. It was this column, because usually the sidebar is smaller and this section is bigger. So that's what it was. So I'm going to bring it up here. I'm going to delete this. I'm just going to move about me back here. I don't want this text. I'm going to move my sidebar back here. Okay, I'm going to move this. So you see, this is the column which is half and half. So I'm going to move this back. So everything's back to normal, just like it was before. Save it. The only thing is, when you start experimenting with the pages, as I have mentioned in my tutorials here, before you start experimenting with anything, first you go to your pages, you take a clone. I would say clone of About Me. I can say, what's the date here? 26. So it's just like saying, okay, or I can say backup. Backup About Me, September 26, and I don't want to publish it, I want to save it as a draft. So you see, I have saved my About Me page. Now I want to experiment with my existing page. I can do that. I can go to Drive, and I'm back again. I can do whatever I like here again. Fool around with this page, and that's it. Okay.
Okay, the next one is, I think you probably answered this showing how to change a bunch of photos, but
Jack review.
wants to know how to change the logo. So that's
Okay, the logo. Okay. Do we have a logo?
the logo. You just go to the main,
Okay.
the main page.
That's in the menu section, so you would go here. And then I go into site identity, and this is what shows up here. And the menu is header, yeah.
But the menu is not the menu is the picture. Oh yeah, because it's part of the menu, right?
Then I go to header section, and it says logo show or hide. So I'm showing the logo. Well, that's not where it is. Okay. Sorry. I've already done that in the training, but I'm just lost here. So you go to Drive dashboard. I just have too many things open here. General settings. No. Theme okay, sorry. Theme options. Okay, so first you go to Thrive dashboard, you go to theme options. It's just clicking and
sorry, click too many buttons there.
Okay, that's where you want to go. So Thrive dashboard, theme options, logo type. So I have tried doing text, and you type a text, it doesn't really look nice. Like it says logo background, review site, doesn't look nice, but this is an image that's more professional. So again, you go to upload, and this is my logo already.
Change it to the different, should put the instant reseller there.
Here. I did that, and then I save.
Yep.
Okay. So you see the logo's changed. Now, because the background is blue, the logo is kind of blending in, but you can change those colors too. You have to change these colors too. And like before we went into the...
Okay, so...
and the size of the logo is the best thing to do if you want to know the size of any picture or logo. Usually the picture resizes itself, but for the logo, I would just right click and save an image. And now I have a picture here. Let's say I bring it to the desktop. So that's my picture. If I open it in some kind of an editor, where did it go? Yeah, so you can edit the picture by getting the size. Once you get it on your desktop, you'll know the size. You could use Picture Manager for that. Okay.
Okay. Dale, you're asking the difference between Thrive leads and Thrive opt-ins. So basically, open the editor on the side of the page. Yeah, go to any page with the editor open. Okay, so see, Dale, on the right-hand side where you have all your elements, there's an opt-in form. So you can just drop in an opt-in form anywhere you want on the page. Okay, that's basically what the opt-in forms are. And then the Thrive lead systems is for you to make pop-ups and slide-ins that you can make full. See, that's an opt-in form. You just popped it in there. You can put an image above it. You can and you can do all kinds of things to that, right? You can make them side by side instead of one on top of the other. You can make it just the name. You see how she popped it over there into the side. That's what the opt-in form is. But the Thrive leads is an entire system for you to put pop-ins and pop-unders and slide-ins and for you to put full page exit pop-ups with click-overs, exit intents. Like it's the Thrive lead system all by itself is the most advanced thing that I've ever seen for lead generation and sales. So this is something that watch more of the videos, and if you have specific questions, me and you will get on a coaching call one-on-one, and we'll go through that, because like I said, it's a little bit too intensive for what we're doing here. Dale also wants to know, dear, about the Thrive focus area.
I have not really worked on focus area, so yeah. I can't tell you much about it.
So there, there's the honest truth about that. I can't remember. I can remember playing around with it a little bit at the beginning, and I don't think we utilized it.
There are amazing features in Thrive, just that I don't even come to a point when I need it. So first, I think you should experiment with your pages. First, you should have a plan. What do you want to do with the page? Was it how do you make it to convert into leads or sales, whatever? And then, of course, these training we can send you later.
Okay, so Adrian is saying So does that mean bye-bye to viral pages because I now use Thrive? Absolutely not. Remember how I said you should be always driving traffic? Well, sometimes you don't know if traffic is quality traffic. Let's say you want to try a strategy that I'm going to show you again in a couple weeks about, we had two weeks ago, we had 3 guests on talking about the money that they make on safe lists, okay? And I'm a big believer that if you don't do it right, it's garbage traffic. So you don't want to be sending people to your website that are going to click on a page and leave in 6 seconds. That's really, really, really bad for your site. But let's say you wanted to conduct an experiment and like we're going to show you, we're going to show you how to get about, you know, enough credits to blast out about 500,000 messages. So let's say you decided you wanted to do that. Well, if you did that, I wouldn't suggest you sent them to your site. I would suggest you sent them to a capture page on the viral pages site. You can't damage that site. Capture them there, and then the ones that you get leads from, then you send them back to your website. Does that answer your question, Adrian? Vicky wants you to show again where the training is.
Okay, so let's go back to your dashboard. This training is in the members area. So once you're signed into the members area, you click here. And this also this training is not visible to everybody. It's a link which is, you can only go there if you have the link, which only people who own the website, they know that. And this is all the training that Thrive is. Now there could be some really simple things which are just WordPress oriented, like how do I add a plugin to my website? And that's a simple WordPress question. So all you would do is go to YouTube and look for, sorry, there are no numbers on Frank's keyboard or letters.
I typed so hard, I wiped the little white identifiers right off the keyboard. She can't tell which letters are which.
Just imagine what the letters I'm typing. So let's say you're looking for how to upload a plugin to WordPress. So there are so many, you would probably look for filter by this year just to be sure, because WordPress keeps updating. Although many things remain the same, you can look into WordPress Beginner, has some good training for beginners. So those are simple trainings. How to edit my menu, how to edit my widget, but our widget is a little different, but still how to upload an image. So these are things which are Thrive oriented, which are related to WordPress, and you can do a lot of self-study just by looking up on YouTube. So YouTube is an amazing education platform. People learn to play the guitar here.
What are you searching for, sorry?
How to upload a plugin to WordPress, like sometimes people don't know.
Yeah, that's it. So I want to show them here how to go to filters.
Yeah, I went to filters.
Okay. When you're searching for technology, always, always, always try this week or this month, okay? I always try the month or the week first, just because the platforms change so much. And if you were, let's say you were looking for Facebook information or a piece of software, and you could spend 20 minutes watching a video that's outdated. So make sure that you're that you filter your search results. But uploading a plugin, there's a bunch of them. We also have maybe we'll put an entire download. We have like a beginner's WordPress stuff. What's the difference between a page and a post? And we have all of those things for you. So we'll get that going. Okay, so Adrian wants me to explain the freebies. So basically, in the email that you got a bunch of freebies. There's a couple easy ones to add to your site. There's 4 extra bonuses that I gave you that are all premium freebies, And that takes some integration, and you'd have to watch some videos and stuff like that. It's not the easiest thing. If you're more advanced, you know, we could probably get Saratha to put them on there for a small free. But the freebies, ones that are all ready to go for you, other than just adding your links, is that amazing system that Alicia put in place for you. Okay, so these are how many products?
The freebie page has about 9 products.
So yeah, these are 9 premium video products, so that you could give them for free. She's showing you them now, and then.
Well, I'm signed in, so I can see how it works. But actually, people get this pop-up. This is like if I open this page in another browser.
So the answer to your question about how it works is, this system's already in place, but we have to provide you the links to the products. So you can either go change the products in that system one by one by changing the products and the images and stuff like that. It's your system. If you want it right out of the box, ready to go, she's even put a link where you can just buy it directly from us, and all 9 of those products are ready. All we'll do is we'll just give you the links. You'll click on the button, like she showed you before, how you click on the button and you change the link. Then you'll be able to buy that product.
So this is what your visitor is going to see. He's not going to see the page at the back. So it says, get your password to get access to all the freebies. Here I've just put the password in so that he can instantly get to see the download page. But actually, you would not want to do that. You would want to send them to verify the email address to their email actual inbox. So anyway, let me give you a demo how that works. So let's say I want to put in my name here. Let's say whatever. And as it send me the password, I would click here. This is the password. I've set it already, and I close it. I enter it here, and sorry, this pops up again, but they can actually get a download. Right now there are no links, but you can add the links when you purchase this package, if you want to purchase this package. But if you just want to put in your products here, it's very simple. You can change this image, you can put one picture here, or the simplest thing to do is just go to.
So open the editor. You're gonna show them. Just show.
Okay, so let's say I open the editor here. So like this is in a 3 column, but let's say I bring another column. Oh, maybe I don't need a column. Let's say I just have 4 products to sell. So I'm going to say 1. I can increase the font, put a bigger picture here, and then I can put the second product here, and then I can put the third product here. So I'll get like, if I'm giving away the 4 products, then I can just create it like this. I can increase this image. The button. I can have a bigger picture of the product. You can find pictures on the internet for whatever product you bought.
Many products that you can buy either from us or somebody else will already have the images, right? Whether it's a PLR product or, they all have these images, like you said, and if they don't, and if it was a popular product, then they're easy to find on Google.
Yeah, so here is your freebie download page. It's all ready to go. You can sell one product, you can get 1 product for download, or 2 or 4, depending how you want to make the layout. Or if you don't want that, then the best thing you can do is go to create a new page. I'm just saying test. I usually hide the page title and everything here because I don't want the ugly page title to show. Then I go to Thrive. Where am I? Okay. So I go here, Thrive landing pages, choose landing pages. I've got 150 pages to choose from. I'm looking for a download page, or let's say looking for a capture page, lead generation page. So you could, let's say you want to use this one. Okay, so this is an independent page. It does not have a menu, does not have, like you can drive traffic to this page, does not have your menu, does not have any links unless you send them somewhere.
A landing page.
It's a landing page. So you can change this, put your picture, put your capture, whatever, the lead generation, where's that? Oh, that's big. So you can, you can just do it, like you can create a quick capture page just like that. Okay, I think I'm supposed to leave from here. So.
No, I wasn't trying to kick you out, but okay. So can you put the questions that I was holding back? I guess Dale thought that we were missing an action. I was just putting one at a time because we're both very tired. That was Alicia's first time ever doing something like that. So I think she did a pretty good job for her very first time. That? Yeah, you can say it. All right, so okay, so we did that. So hang on. So from memory, Phil, you asked about all of the products in Thrive. All of them are included. Okay, so when we put this $10 website together, we put the entire Thrive suite. Like I said, it's a $240 annual commitment with Thrive, and monthly hosting is not even half that cost. Okay, something you really can't pass up. If you don't have it already and you're on this call, don't miss out, because you know we're shutting it down when the clock strikes 12 tonight. Now, the chat, is he talking about Zopum? Okay, so so Adrian, the chat box is something that we showed you a cool way to have a paid service. You really don't need it, but to have live support on your site. So you can have it hooked up where you're at the computer and it'll bing you, somebody's there, and you can start talking with them live. But more importantly, a lot of people have questions about stuff, and they'll use that way more than they will like a contact page. They don't seem to want to opt in for something, but they'll gladly ask a support question, which does the same thing, gives you their name and their email, and it's free. Okay.
Yeah, the same question about chat.
Okay, so Frederick, with the integration, that Facebook thing, that's something that first you'll have to find out if you even need it. Okay. Remember, people, when I showed you the funnel I created, there was no Facebook integration. Okay, there was no social sharing buttons. There was none of that stuff. So I know people all want to do different things, but I'm hoping that you're going to see that when I show you something that makes money, just copy me. You know, there's two different social sharing functions on the website. One, there's nothing to set up. You just pop them in there, and you could put, I guess, it's connections to your social profiles. So when they click on it, they can go there, right? And then the other one is if you want to set up so if they share something on Facebook, if they share something on Twitter, it'll actually go through the API and then it'll share it on there. It's not that hard to set that up, but it is a little bit of work. And when you're first getting started, the time that you need is to make content, is to learn how to make opt-in pages, and more importantly, to share your viral giveaways. All you need is a simple page at the beginning, okay? You're sending them to a page that they can come and get a freebie. When they come and get a freebie, if they don't sign up for it, when they leave, there's another pop-up that comes up and you can offer them another freebie. Then you got a freebie section, and you get the point? You want to have 2, 3, 4 opportunities on your website to entice them, because if they don't like this Twitter content, maybe this Facebook content is going to get them going, right? If they don't have a capture page system, then you have a premium one that you can give them for free. That'll get their attention, right? Plus, it'll get them underneath you, bringing in 10 more people. All right? When you do get involved in something, like Dale had a question about the Thrive lead system, which goes from the very, very easy to do some of the simple things to incredibly complex stuff where you can create a series of this, and this one pops up on this page and that one pops up on that page, and hell, they got the Thrive lead system even works that I don't know if you get it, but it took me a little while to understand one of the features they have. Like I said, it's very advanced. If somebody comes to your site and they see freebie A and they signed up for freebie A and now they're on your list, well, when you send them another email, there's a special Thrive link. If you're driving them back to your site, you send them back to your site. When they come back to your site, they don't see that offer anymore. In its place is something else that you put there, because it's all valuable resale, valuable if you're trying to sell people stuff. Why would you stick the same offer in front of them every time they come to your site if they've already used that offer? The Thrive lead system is the most comprehensive leads and sales conversion machine out there. It's got so many things I have never used, and I've made a lot of money with it. The cool part is it's fairly easy to start. And no matter how much you grow, it will be ahead of you. And, that's why I want all of you to have it. Okay?
Angel has a question.
So the viral giveaways, that's one extra step. So I'm probably going to give everybody one more opportunity to do it, because in November I'm going to launch that product, and it's the most amazing lead generation system that I've ever created, and it's going to be $47 a month. Now, Angel, you're already involved in one of my premium programs, so we'll talk one-on-one about that, because it's already included for you, okay? But what he's talking about is a special software where if we give you a different giveaway, something again that's worth a couple $100, and you share it, and those people are required to bring you 5 leads or 10 leads, and all the leads go directly into your autoresponder. That software is about very close to somewhere between $500 and $600 a year. So I make the campaigns, I give you the giveaways, and you just and you can install these right on this website system. So you're not even going to my pages. They come to your site to get the freebie. The thank you page is on your site. and then all the metrics are held inside the big software, but all of the leads go to your autoresponder. So I think yes, okay, Belinda, we'll talk after the webinar. Okay, I'll give you more information about that. Does that answer your question, hey, Angel? Okay, so we've been going for a while. You know, we're going to do our best to provide the highest quality training that doesn't cost $100 a month like other inner circles. And we were less than organized today, but I mean, we've had it. So another announcement: until further notice, you will never be able to get a hold of us on Saturday. Okay, and unless it's an emergency, you will not be able to get us hold. Even though we're working on Sunday, we're not going to be on social media, on Skype and stuff like that, because we need that time to get prepared for the following week. So, like I said, I went and climbed to the top of a Mayan ruin on Saturday because me and Alicia really needed some time to decompress. And we're going to make it a habit. Otherwise, we'll be burnt out, and we won't be able to give you what you deserve. So in the future, we're going to start sending I want to know for the website. We want to do one training every week until further notice about the website. And I don't know. I'm already doing one about the Instant Reseller Club that is supposed to be in this time slot. This one is about recruiting new members and helping the revenue partners. Then on a Wednesday, we do one that's about selling, right, and about recruiting. So if I'm going to add an additional webinar right now until we can develop a training series strictly for the website owners, I want to know if Friday or Sunday is the best. And I was thinking more in the morning on Sunday than the evening. I mean, I certainly can be flexible, but I really want some, I don't know, both of those days. I mean, people can be MIA for different reasons, right? It's the end of the week. You don't want to be watching a webinar on a Friday, or maybe it's family time on a Sunday. But we're gonna want your feedback on that.
Also try to cover people who are not in the US, like people in Europe or Australia.
Yeah, so that's another reason why I wanted to consider the morning on Sunday. We have guys like Greg who stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning in the UK. We've got Greg and Carlos. We got people in the West Coast that if I'm here at 8 so that Greg can be on, they're not even home from work. The webinar starting at 6, they're still in traffic coming home from work. So, I was hoping that maybe Sunday morning would be a good time, because then the UK, the Australia, no matter where you were,
people go to church.
We're gonna, that's the thing. It's gonna be tough to find a time. There's always replays, but what we want to do, because of the question and answer stuff, being here live and in person is always the best. Okay, so we're coming again up to 2 hours. I don't think I don't even know. We were all over the place if I'm even going to have a webinar replay. I might just cut out the section where I show you guys about what a funnel looks like. A stupid, simple funnel that made tremendous amount of money in 4 days because I offered 90% off everything. Like a real, like not a bullshit value, real 90% off the retail value of everything. People are responsive to that. I'm responsive when somebody offers me that, and almost nobody ever does. So I would like you to all be resellers with me. I'd like you to grow with this journey. Now you're using the same awesome tool that I make all my money with, and that's a website using the Thrive system.
Okay, Dale has a question.
Okay, pop it in there, dear. Oh, sorry, I didn't go down. Yeah, I made a little video for you guys on the top of the Phil's telling me to post the pictures. I made a little video from the top of the Mayan ruin, and we just haven't even had time to get to it yet.
Dale is asking a question.
Okay, yeah. Do you think you'd be able to sell the website better? Well, probably this week. Okay? So one of the things is, what are you doing?
Just sign off. Okay, you keep talking.
Okay, so one of the things that me and Alicia have been talking about is that we want you guys to earn some money, okay? We're willing to give 100% of the front end if you guys bring people into the website program. Why is that? Because people will come and they will learn on here, and we'll grow together, and I have lots and lots of things that me and you can introduce new people to. So the website program, like I said it on the video, why did I do this? After you get your website, I want it stuck in your head that nobody ever gave you that kind of a deal before, right? I don't want to convince you of that. I just want you to know that is true, that tremendous value was given to you at far lower a price than anybody would ever be prepared to do it for you. And if we can do that for people you introduce to the program, then you'll get the same. It's a relationship builder, right? It's not about the money. So with that being said, the question is, if there's a funnel that produces like I just showed you, okay? We can do a couple different things. We can put it inside the club, and the revenue partners will get access to it, okay? So I could leave it exactly the way it is, and everything except for the hosting would be paid out at 30%. Or you can be a reseller and get it all, the whole funnel, okay? And then the second question is, do we keep the front end at $10? I know how well it works at $10 now. I know how well it works, and I know how well the upsells work, right? So if you're bringing in 100 people and 30 people say yes, that's $300 from the 30 people, plus you get the upsells. So the cost per person, I think we averaged about 25 bucks. So if you think about that funnel, and that's not including the hosting, because the hosting is separate. We take the hosting. Even if you put it in your own PayPal buttons and collect all the money, they still have to come to our page to purchase the hosting, right? So the only dilemma I have is it converted so well. Should the front end money be higher? And I'll tell you why. The only reason why I wanted it to be higher. It's not about getting an extra bit of money. It's about getting a more serious person. Somebody who, I'm not talking about somebody who doesn't have any money. There's plenty of people that are struggling that are super serious. But I know all kinds of people that'll throw 10 bucks at this, 10 bucks at that, and they quit tomorrow. But if it's a $97 commitment to set it up, will you quit tomorrow? I don't have the answers to all of that question. So the thing is, it doesn't matter to me whether it's 10 or 97. I'm going to continue to sell them. But if you do, if it's 97 and they buy it, you'll get, if you're a revenue partner, you'll get a third through the entire funnel, right? If you're not a revenue partner and you're a reseller, you can get 100% through the entire funnel except for the hosting. So okay, I mean, you can't get a website like this for even $97. I mean, I agree. And until we sent a large amount of traffic at it for $97, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what that would do, right? There's something to be said for having a $40 back end that almost everybody buys. But you can't get at those people if they don't buy the $97 front end. Another thing is if you're a revenue partner and you bring that person into the club, right? And let's say you're only making a third through the funnel, but now you have a buyer in your revenue partner downline. You have a person that I guarantee you is going to spend between $50 and $100 per month in the club. So that's another way of looking at it. You might have just brought a customer that is going to make you $30 per month every month. And you don't do any of the selling. I do it, right? Okay, so Terry, when you purchase a product, on the thank you page for your product, there'll always be a place to apply for the JVZoo link, okay? And then, of course, we know that you purchased it and we'll approve it. We will not approve anybody who is A, not a reseller, okay? You got to buy the product and you got to be a reseller. And then we approve you, and that means now you get your JVZoo link, and with the Thrive system that we gave you, you'll actually take the full sales page and it'll be pulled inside your website. So we built it, it's on its own domain, but you can now put it inside your website. So again, you're driving the traffic to you. So if they leave and they don't buy, guess what? Boop, you got your capture page coming up when they exit, right? You can offer them a coupon. You can do all kinds of stuff you can't do when you're not on your own site.
That's it? Oh, no. Somebody had a question on top. Terry.
Sorry, and there was another question I think Terry answered, I read. Okay, sorry, if you had a question that we didn't answer, can you please type it in again? Because the thread got quite long and the print is really tiny. What I'm saying, Dale, is that even if let's say the funnel stayed at 10 bucks. So you bring somebody into the Instant Reseller Club. They're just a freebie member. They buy the website. So you get 30% through the funnel, okay? And then you got to remember, I'm going to continue now. They're excited about their website. Like in the next week, I'm going to send you guys some more stuff, and I'm going to do the exact same thing to make sure that if you want it, it's not a burden. You can buy it immediately. Okay. So if that's your customer, then it's another $2 here, it's another $7 there. And when a person has a website and they have a very high quality website, Didn't cost them $1,000 to get it, only cost them $10 to keep it live. They're going to want stuff, right? We're introducing some amazing things in the very near future. One of them being freebie bundles, freebie and giveaway packages. You know, like the capture page system stuff, but all kinds of other products like that, where somebody can buy it, put it on your website. Another thing we're going to do is, it's huge, and we're going to keep this a secret, but in the opportunity business now, it's really big to have these $250, $500, $1,000 programs. So we're probably going to do exactly the same thing. And when we start, what are we going to do it? We're going to do it all around a website, and we're going to do it about products in the website. And we'll probably have like a $250 range where somebody can get it all for $250 and some products all ready to go, right? Then they can bump up to $500, then they can bump up to $1,000. And these will be something that, if you like that option, when you own that product, then you'll be able to sell that for $250 a shot, for $500 a shot, for $1,000 a shot. So we haven't figured out how to bring that exactly in to our current business model without keeping everything straight, so that everybody gets, I don't know what the word I'm looking for here is. We don't want somebody who's paid an amount of money before, and now we introduce a brand new product, and that nullifies what they've done. I'm not going to do that to you. I'm not one of these guys who sells you something for $200 today and turns around and sells it to $20 to somebody else tomorrow. That's bullshit. Okay? I won't devalue inventory that you purchased from me, right? Unless we're all on the same boat and we decide, okay, we'll all sell it for less because it makes us more, right? And you're buying the whole funnel kind of deal. Like I showed you, this funnel can produce a lot of money. You just got to drive clicks to it. And then the high ticket thing, there's an area for that. There's people that, you know, those high ticket things, okay? You buy a thing for $250. Now you own it. If you sell it to Joe Blow over here, you get to keep $250. What did Joe Blow get for $250? A big bag of air, okay? Nothing. Silly little 10-year-old trainings and some PLR products for $250. And when they upgrade you to $500, you get more of the silliness and even more at the $1,000 level. All we're going to do is we're going to put like a mind-blowing package together so that people like yourself, kid, if you have those clients, you can capitalize on $250 sales, right? And we're going to make sure it works so that all of the rules that we've already put in place and all the pricing we've put in place, it does not infringe on anything that anybody else has bought. It'll be married to it and different at the same time. Does that make sense? So we got some big things coming for you guys. We're going to launch a top tier product that cannot be competed with, because what are we going to do? What are we going to do differently from everybody else? Come on, you know the answer to this. Shout it out in the chat. What are we going to do different than everybody else? You want to scroll down, see if anybody's typing? Linda says kick butt. Or Dale, just give so much value. The funnel that I just put everybody through was not free. But when I built it, my perception was it might as well be free. because there was 5 top quality products included there for pennies on the dollar. Real pennies. None of that BS stuff. And we can win all the time with that method. That's not a secret method. It doesn't take any ninja tricks. I mean, you take a look at my sales pages. There is not, like, you know those sales pages that we've seen with JV Zoo that sold $67,000, okay? That sales page cost $25,000 to build. Sold 67,000 units, but the copywriting and the graphics on that sales page cost 25 grand. My funnel didn't cost me and Alicia anything, okay? We built it ourselves. And are we the best marketers in the whole world? No. So we give more value because we don't have to be. Just kick butt, like Belinda says. If you can't compete with me for price, then I'm not competing with anybody, am I? And when you guys start doing the same thing, we're still not competing because the market is gigantic. And there's certainly room for a couple thousand of us with still nobody stepping on each other's toes. Okay. All right. So, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding about what?
About $25,000.
What?
The page that cost $25,000.
Oh, yeah. When you see those top launches, anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000 is spent on the copywriting. And in some cases, the designer gets about $5,000, and the copywriter gets about $10,000. On the bigger launches, it'll go up. The designer will get maybe $5,000, $6,000, and the copywriter can get $15,000 or more. I mean, they sold 67,000 units, so I'm sure it wasn't hard to pay for. But I don't even want to work that hard. That's a lot of hard work. How about we just give it cheaper? You know, not cheap, just more cost, be more cost effective. Okay. Okay. Any other questions?
Sharing a picture.
Well, why that picture?
Is that the right?
Well, that's the side of it. Okay. Let me know if, I don't have to. Oh, you didn't put, okay.
It's open on the phone.
Right.
No, the last one. The last one. Yeah, that one.
Oh, here. Oh, it's clear there.
What happened to the sound?
I turned it down.
Go back over here. I just think this is a tremendous view from on top of that.
Anyways, we'll share some videos in the club there. Okay. So that's yeah, Dale. I'm particularly when we do a good one, like the Monday webinar. When we just do a good one and we get it down to about an hour and we nail it, and it's all about the club and bringing people into the club and showing them what we can do for them. Because that's repetitive information, maybe people want it when they want it. So I am looking at some different options to be able to run webinars that way. Yeah, so if anybody looked at the picture, we climbed to the top of that thing. That was the side, actually, where you see the picture and the stuff carved in. So it's actually broader in the front, but okay. Yeah, they can pick the time they want. They can start it. You can do whatever. Like, I mean, some marketers they make it look like it's going to be live, so they make you pick a time. And you don't get to start it when you want. And then some options you can do that. So I am looking at all of that stuff because, like you said, if I'm going to be putting together a training session that requires me to prepare for 2 days of the week, and that usually takes me at least 3 or 4 hours on the day of the webinar to go through the content, make sure I have a plan and a flow, and then prepare it. I certainly would like at least the sales one to be automated. Alicia's sharing more pictures. Yeah, the one thing about live webinars that are very different is that the Q&A is a lot more intimate. And there's a big difference, Dale. If at the beginning, if you couldn't have interacted with me the way that you do now, maybe you wouldn't be here now. Okay. All right. So as always, I am exhausted, but I'm more excited now than I have been for a long time because I learned something brand new this week, and I know how to take anybody who wants to come with me along for the ride. And it's exciting times ahead. I look forward to being part of your success. Like you hear me say all the time, I'm committed to it because my success is tied to yours. And it's going to be a wild ride. And I'm looking to go on this adventure with you. And let's all make a little bit more money each and every day. Bye for now.